Hi, thanks for tuning in to Lunar Report. My name is Athen, and this is for August 7th and 8th. Now, we've had the moon in Scorpio, in Ophiuchus, over the past couple days. So a lot of transmutation taking place, a lot of our fears being brought up into the surface, a lot of healing. Okay, and now we're ready to expand our horizons. We're good with the intensity. We've had our little R&R, because in many ways it is an R&R. Scorpio is a water sign, and it's about going within our feelings. And in this case, it was transmuting, bringing into the light a lot of things that were hidden that we needed to heal. And now we've done that. Now we're ready to expand our horizons. And it's expanding our path is what Sagittarius is all about now for the next couple days. Sagittarius, if you think, it's the centaur holding that bow and arrow with that steady focus, that steady aim in that direction, knowing what we want, knowing what our path is, and having that clear focus. And this will certainly be the case for all of us over these next 2 days. Now, Pluto is there, and you've heard me talk about the changes to the path. So while we're going through while we're on this path, we're going to be going through changes, and it's all about going with the ride, allowing the changes to happen, because the changes are realigning us, are realigning our path in every moment. And if we hold on too stiffly, too strongly to one particular thing, or the way it has to turn out, the way we think it has to turn out, then it can create a lot of clunkiness and suffering in our lives. So it's really just about going with the flow, in the sense of allowing all of the old paradigms, old ways of thinking about how things should or shouldn't be, to go by the wayside, and to allow the universe, to allow us to be co-creators with the universe as it shifts and as it changes. But we're ready to do that now. And with Pluto Retrograde, we're certainly thinking about that and reflecting on it. So the energies are kind of died down a little bit in that sense. Now, we're in a gibbous phase, which has to do with we've become aware of the energies since the new moon. We've been working with these new energies, and now we understand how they work, and we're ready to put them into action and express them. And it's a time of confidence. We're all in a time of confidence right now, especially coming out of that Scorpio energy. Now we're confident, we're ready to expand our minds and our horizons. Now I do want to say Mercury is going to be going conjunct with the Sun on the 8th. So this is certainly a time of divine guidance. And I also want to say that the ruler of Sagittarius, Jupiter, is in Cancer, where this conjunction is taking place. So there's a strong emphasis on the feelings here. And I think we're going to be given a download in regards to our feelings, through our feelings, I should say. Okay, and if we really listen to this over these next couple days, we really listen to our feelings and listen to our intuition, there can be divine transmissions in this. And there's always divine transmissions, but especially it's easiest to hear them when Mercury is conjunct the Sun. And if you think about it, Mercury's the messenger. Mercury's the messenger of the gods. And so he's sending messages. And what happens is, when he's going direct and he conjuncts the Sun, he's behind the Sun. So it suggests that he's in the divine realm at this time. He's out there, and he's picking up the messages for us, because Mercury is our minds. So in other words, our minds are in the divine realm at this time. So if we really listen, there can be a tremendous amount of divine information being passed down, and especially it's all lining up with the moon in Sagittarius. So it's all oriented towards that. Okay? And Venus, interestingly, is also changing sign into Cancer on the 7th. Okay? So now we have Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, and the Sun all in Cancer these next couple days. So now we're enjoying the feelings. We've gone through the Scorpio intensity. We dealt through perhaps some deep emotions, and now we're much more comfortable with our inner self, and we want to connect to that. We're going to be connecting to that for the next 20 or so days while Venus is there, and we will continue to get those downloads, that information, because Jupiter, ruling that 9th house in that 4th house, it's already been giving us information. Our feelings have already been guiding us. So it's really about listening to our feelings in the big picture, and especially over these next couple days. But this is expansive energy. So we're ready to get started. Just express ourselves, express our divine nature, share our information with others, and put ourselves out there. And this is all gearing up for the full moon, which is going to take place this weekend in Capricorn. Okay, so in the new moon, we were getting in touch with the feelings, and now full moon is expansive. And when it goes into Capricorn, we're feeling good. We're feeling abundant. We're feeling really good about what we've been working with in the water signs. It's like the Avatar. I don't know if you guys seen the Avatar, but there's water benders, and these are people who manipulate water, and that's a lot like what we're experiencing right now. We've learned to manipulate and use the water energies, and that's where Capricorn comes in the full moon. This is all about mastery over the feelings, mastery over the water element, over our spirituality, and this is what we're coming into over in the weekend. Now, while this is going on, we've got some more positive trines between Chiron, Saturn that I talked about last report, and Mars is getting closer and closer to this aspect, and it's going to hit Neptune exact on the 7th. So it's about divine action, and it's action that's geared towards the greater good, because what we're doing spiritually is affecting the whole. And whether we're working in the astral realms, the etheric realms, in our dreams, or through our service work, we're all contributing spiritually to the greater good. And there's a tremendous amount of energy now with this exact trine with Mars and Neptune and Aquarius over the 7th and 8th to really put action into this. And it's all coming from relationships. It's all coming from relationships. So all this action that we're putting into relationships, whether it's direct or indirect, is contributing to the big picture, okay, and helping the collective spiritualize and rise up and get closer to this age of Aquarius that we're approaching. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. And please share if you like this. Please comment below. It really helps everyone. And have a good couple days. I'll talk to you this weekend for the full moon report.